What is going on, guys? It is your boy DylanDaVillain. Once again, we are coming back with some Total Extreme Wrestling 2020. It is Monday, the last week of January, and we are going to start off with a little bit of Monday Night Raw. Before we start the show, we got a little bit of bad news. Davey Boy Smith failed a drug test at the Royal Rumble. After the Royal Rumble match, I drug test everybody after every show, and he popped up and failed and was sent to rehab. Everybody here at the World Wrestling Federation wants to wish Davey Boy Smith a speedy recovery, and hopefully he can come back. But with that, news on WWF.com posted that Owen Hart will have to vacate the titles tonight, which is terrible news. But let's go ahead and start off the show, guys. We have Jim Ross with Jerry the King Lawler and Vince McMahon, and they basically talk about the huge match card that we have tonight. We also have an interview with Bret Hart with Jim Ross, as his actions at the Royal Rumble made Steve Austin pull out of the match. As we all know, he attacked Steve Austin with the pipe. Also, the Davey Boy Smith, he got hurt. He failed a drug test, so Owen has to vacate the tag team title. Shawn Michaels and Hunter Helms Helmsley are said to be in the arena tonight, in a shock to all fans watching this series, and the viewers at home, and the people in the arena. The 1997 Royal Rumble winner, Dwayne Gill, will be here tonight. But let's get into the action. And, oh, what's this? I'm getting word in my headset that Mr. Gill is pulling up right now. We then go to the backstage area. We go into the parking garage area as we see a beat-up AMC Pacer pull up. If y'all don't know what that is, it's basically like the Wayne's World car, and it's beat to hell. It's literally beat to hell. Somebody has beaten that thing worse than my ex-girlfriend's vagina, ladies and gentlemen. Like, this thing is all beat up. But Michael Cole is waiting for Dwayne Gill to get out of the car. In the driver's seat, it's Dwayne Gill, and he opens the door and he pulls the seat up. And Al Snow and Bob Holly gets out of the passenger side, and Flash Funk gets out of the back. So the Job Squad is here tonight. Michael Cole then runs up to Dwayne Gill and says, "Mr. Gill, can we have a few words?" But before that, we hear a commotion coming behind the car, behind the beat-up AMC Pacer, and we hear, "Hey, you dumb son of a bitch, move that hunk of crap out of the way." Due to the voice, we all know it's Jim Cornette, but we really don't see him until he walks into frame. And he goes, who's the hell's car is this anyway? And Dwayne Gill goes, "It's mine." And Jim Cornette goes, "Yours?" And Dwayne Gill's like, "Yeah, it's mine." And he's like, "Buddy, do you know who I am? I'm James E. Cornette. I manage the biggest wrestler in the World Wrestling Federation. And if you don't move that hunk of junk out of my way right now, I'm going to have him break you in half." And Dwayne Gill looks terrified. You know, it's freaking Vader. And Dwayne Gill looks scared to death. He wants no part of Vader. He then gets in the car, and, you know, he gets in the passenger seat, and the rest of the Job Squad already left, and he's getting in the driver's seat, and he puts the car in gear, and he goes to pull forward. He looks like he's pulling forward into a space, but he goes, bam, and backs. He reverses a full blast right into Jim Cornette's car, just smashes the front end of his car, destroys the whole front end, and Jim Cornette freaks the hell out. He's like, "You damn son of a bitch! What the hell are you doing?" And Dwayne Gill gets out, and he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Cornette. I'm sorry." And Jim Cornette looks at him and goes, "You can kiss your WrestleMania match goodbye, buddy, because you ain't going to make it. Because tonight, you're going one-on-one with Vader. I'm going to see to it that you go one-on-one with Vader, and I'm going to have him kill your ass." That segment got a 73. Jim Cornette improvised well. The announcing gave it a boost. Dwayne Gill already getting in trouble, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully, he can pull off another upset tonight. We're going to go to commercial break, and as we come back from break, we have a tag team match. Okay. We have a tag team match with the Can-Man Express defeat the Headbangers in 8:27 when Doug Furnas pinned Thrasher with the belly-to-back wrist lock 180 suplex. That sounds like an awesome move to see in real life. They both get the tag team specialty bonus, which is great. Announcing and color gave the match a boost. The crowd didn't want to see four lower card guys on the main show. They wasn't interested. They weren't having it. The match got a 33, which sucks. But after the match, we go to commercial break, and this is the segment that I thought we were going to have. We come back from break, and we see Fake Razor and Fake Diesel in the ring with Michael Cole. Michael Cole goes to talk to Fake Razor, and Fake Razor grabs the microphone and says, "Hey, yo, I heard I was going to have a special match tonight. Well, Chico, I don't care who you are, because you're going to lose, just like everybody else." And then all of a sudden, Ken Shamrock's music hits, and Fake Razor Fake Razor has the look on his face like, "Oh, snap. I done effed up. And Ken Shamrock comes out, and he's all intense. He looks like he's about to kill somebody. And he does just that. As he looks. They start the match. And, oh man, Ken Shamrock defeats Razor Ramon in less than 3 minutes by submission and ankle lock. And he holds that ankle lock on, and he doesn't let it go. They have to have referee and officials come in to pull Ken Shamrock off of him. I mean, it looks like he just broke Razor's ankle. After the match, Cole tries to stop Ken Shamrock. He tries to stop him, and he tries to talk to him. And Michael Cole says, "That was amazing. What is your plans, Mr. Shamrock, in the World Wrestling Federation?" Ken Shamrock just looks at him like, "Get out of my face, you jabroni." And he just walks off. He has no time for interviews. Sammy got a 30 time. I actually thought this was going to do a lot better, but hey, what can we do, you know? Then we're going to go into another match, as we have Kama defeats the Executioner in 840 with the shoulder breaker. Kama with a 50, the Executioner with a 54. The match got a 54. Not bad rating at all for these two guys. I want better ratings, but I have to put my expectations low, especially with a lot of lower card guys. But this segment did really good. I'm actually really happy that this segment got a 54. But after the match, Farouk takes the microphone. And as the rest of the nation, they kick the Executioner out of the ring. And Farouk grabs the mic and he says, "You see, we ain't here to dance. We ain't here to entertain like the rest of the locker room. We ain't here to shake hands, sign your little autographs, or kiss your ugly ass kids. We're here to put an end to this racism crap in this company." And last Sunday at the Royal Rumble was blatant proof that racism is in this company. Myself and my brothers were once again held down by the man as we were robbed out of a victory of the Royal Rumble match, as a fellow brother threw us out of the match. But look where he's at now, huh? Look where he's at. He didn't win it either. Nowhere. He ain't even booked on the card tonight. So, Rocky, why don't you just come on out here and explain yourself, or why you're going to throw out your fellow brothers from the Royal Rumble match? Rocky Maivia, music hits to a mixed reaction from the crowd. Some of the crowd loves him, some of the crowd doesn't like him. He has smiles, and he has a smile on his face, and he's jumping and being all excited, and he has a mic in his hand. And he goes, "Farouk, you want me to explain myself? I'm sure these fans are with me when I say shut the hell up. We're sick of you each and every week coming out here and saying how you're held down by the man, you're held back from the man. The only person holding you down and the rest of y'all are yourselves. But you want to blame me? I get it, that's fine. Why not this Saturday, on Shotgun Saturday night, you face me in the ring one-on-one so I can shut you up once and for all." Rock drops the mic and he walks to the back, and Farouk and the rest of the nation look angry. They look like they want to just beat the brakes off this boy. You know, they are fed up with Rocky Maivia. So this Saturday, it seems like we are going to have a huge main event as Farouk takes on Rocky Maivia this Saturday on Shotgun Saturday Night. We're going to go on to the next segment. We go to commercial, and we come back, and it is the Bret Hart sit-down interview. And we see Jim Ross sitting on the couch, and across from him on the couch, on the other side of the room, like the typical little Jim Ross one-on-one interviews. We have Jim Ross on one couch and the other guy on the other couch. And on the other couch is Bret Hart. And Jim doesn't waste any time as he asks Bret Hart what was his reason behind his actions last Sunday at the Royal Rumble. Bret Hart goes, "You want me to explain my actions, Jim? I did what I had to do. For months now, I had to sit at home while I was injured and listen to a man talk about how I'm not anything. How he said, I'm the best there is, best there was, and best there ever will be. And I proved it time and time again. And he continues to make a joke out of me, my name, my family, my legacy. Do you want a man like that at the top of the World Wrestling Federation? Because I sure don't, Jim. A man who drinks beer, who cusses, who shoots the bird, who doesn't play by the rules, who doesn't care about authority. Do you think that's a real good role model for children, Jim? No, not at all. I did what I had to do at the Rumble to stop somebody going on and winning the match. And to go on and become one of the biggest stars in this company's history. Right behind me, of course. I'm not sorry for what I did. I'm not. People may call it a cowardice act, but I look at it as purely business. He wants to call me out week after week after week saying I'm a coward for getting hurt and being sidelined for months. Look who's the one lying up in a hospital right now, Jim. And he looks right at the camera and he goes, but don't worry, Austin. As soon as you're able to get back in the World Wrestling Federation, I'll be waiting here, right here, to shut you up and to humble you once and for all. That segment got an 85. Awesome promo from Bret Hart. This Austin-Bret Hart feud is not going anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. Bret is tired of Steve Austin calling him out, calling him a coward each and every week. And I have to side with Bret, you know. I mean, does the World Wrestling Federation want somebody who drinks beer, cusses, and flips the bird, doesn't give a damn about the rules or authority as their top role model of this company? Or would they rather have a mega superstar who's huge in Canada and America and all over the world like Bret Hart, who women and children adore? You know, it's kind of hard. I see where Bret's coming from, but that attack on Steve Austin was kind of cowardice, you know, so I don't know. It seems like we are going into the Dwayne Gill match right now, ladies and gentlemen. Before I click on the next segment, Dwayne Gill comes out, you know, and he has the rest of the Job Squad, and he comes out, and he looks nervous. He looks like he's seen a ghost, you know, and he's shitting bricks. And Vader comes down. Vader wastes no time. He gets in the ring. Boom! Big clothesline from Vader. He's just beating the brakes off Dwayne Gill, you know, beating him. Just beating the freaking tar out of this guy, you know. And the whole match, Vader is just dominating Dwayne Gill. And Jim Cornette's like, punish him, punish him. Vader had the match won so many times. He powerbombed Dwayne Gill at least 5 times in the match. Dwayne Gill could barely stand and stand up, you know. And the Job Squad then distract Jim Cornette. And the Job Squad then takes a chair and hits Jim Cornette in the back. Jim Cornette falls down, and it distracts Vader and the referee, and they both look. And the referee's trying to get hold of the commotion outside, and Al Snow comes in and bam, and hits Vader in the back of the head with the chair, and Vader's out. Vader's laid out. Him and two Flash Funk flip him over as Bob Holly's outside, you know, arguing with the referee, trying to get the referee's attention. And they lay Dwayne Gill over the top of Vader. And 1, 2, 3. And I can't believe it, ladies and gentlemen. Dwayne Gill once again pulls up the upset victory. He beats Big Vader. Everybody attacked Vader during the match. Dwayne Gill got an 80 and Vader got a 77. So Dwayne Gill is doing better than Vader in this segment, being a jobber and getting the tar beat out of him. But everybody, I'm glad this worked out because sometimes it doesn't. Everybody attacked Vader during the match to help Dwayne Gill win the match. After the match, Jim Cornette, he finally gets up with Vader. Vader looks pissed the hell off. He looks so freaking mad. And the rest of the Job Squad is helping Dwayne Gill up the ramp. He can barely stand. He can barely stand. We then cut to the commentary table. And Jim Ross is he talks about what happened with The Undertaker at the Royal Rumble. Him digging up this body and putting his brother's soul in this body, and the soul of his dead brother Kane, and him. They kidnapped Paul Bearer. But Jim Ross talks about no one can get a hold of Paul Bearer, who is also known as Percy Pringle, who is a good friend of Jim Ross. He can't. Nobody has heard from Percy Pringle or Paul Bearer since the pay-per-view. Nobody can get it. They called his wife, his family. Nobody can find him. Nobody has seen or heard from this man. So it seems like The Undertaker and his brother's soul-possessed body, I don't know how to explain it, this zombie body that he put his brother's soul into stole Percy Pringle, and nobody has heard anything from Percy, and they're starting to worry. Nobody's seen The Undertaker, nobody's seen his zombie brother Kane. Nobody has heard from any of these three men since the pay-per-view, and Jim Ross is kind of worried about it. As Jim Ross is talking about it, all of a sudden the lights go out, and it starts playing music that we never heard before. You know, it's like a drum beat. It's like boom, boom, wow, and it's like I don't know how to explain it. And then all of a sudden, out comes Shawn Michaels and Triple H with the mystery woman that they're calling Chyna. And they come out to the ring, and they get in the ring, and they do the two sweet hand sign to each other. Hunter Hearst Helmsley, the mystery woman Chyna that they're calling Chyna, has the World Wrestling Federation title on one shoulder and the Intercontinental Heavyweight title on another shoulder. As Hunter Hearst Helmsley and Shawn Michaels are coming out to the ring, you know, and they're just eating up the fans. Fans are booing them. Everything like that. But Hunter Hearst Helmsley has kind of a different look. He's letting his hair down. He's wearing a leather jacket and blue jeans. They get in the ring. They two sweet each other. HBK is then handed the mic. The lights didn't go back to normal. It was kind of like a green effect to everything. And, you know, the lights didn't go back to normal. Shawn Michaels grabs the mic and he says, well, it looks like the boys are back in town. I've been getting a lot of phone calls asking me why I'm teaming up with Hunter Hearst Helmsley, of all people. And as I like to call him now, Triple H, you know, because his three initials are HHH. You know, I have to explain everything to you dumb fans watching at home and the dumb fans in the audience. But they even ask me, Shawn, why would you team up with a cowardly person who would attack an innocent woman? Why? Because this guy has been my friend since the day he stepped foot into this company. Let me take you back to Madison Square Garden. If y'all don't know what I'm talking about, then maybe I can refresh your little memories. You see, our good friends who were leaving the World Wrestling Federation to, I'm not going to say the name, but a better promotion to make more money somewhere else. You all know you know who I'm talking about. You know the guys that I'm talking about. I had a match with one of them who was a heel. For those of y'all don't know, y'all marked, that means a bad guy in our business. And after the match, this guy who was also a heel came out with another guy who was a face. a good guy, for those of y'all don't know. And we all hugged in the ring, and we said our goodbyes to our friend. That guy being Triple H and myself saying goodbye to two of our good friends. It should be a heartwarming story. It should be a heartwarming moment that they replay week after week after week. But nope. Apparently it doesn't work like that in this business because the few higher-ups believe that we broke something called kayfabe, which means to be fake for all you non-wrestling marks out there. And apparently we killed the business that night. My good friend Triple H here was punished for months in the doghouse. And I was removed from the main event. That's why Sid took my title. That's why I was moved down the card for months. That's why I had to wrestle guys like Mankind and Rocky Maivia. You know, guys who are never going to amount to anything in this company. But that was a smart idea. Somebody in the office or the board of directors finally realized that why would we have our biggest money draw not being in the main event? That's not a smart business move. Whoever's running this company is an idiot. Am I right, Trip? And Triple H shakes his head, yeah, you know, and shrugs his shoulders and like, yeah, you're right. But now, it's our time. You see, us 5 men, when we first got together, there's 5 of us, now there's only 2. The other 3 went somewhere else to make more money, which is a smart move in their books. But us 5 men, we came up with a plan one day to rule this business. Not just the World Wrestling Federation, not the Wheelchair Championship Wrestling, not the extremely crappy wrestling up to the north, no, all of it. Every business. And look at us now. As I live and breathe today, neither one of us, and he points to himself and Triple H, are going to lose our championships in this company. So I teamed up with not only a friend, but a brother who I know is going to have my back through everything. And no one is going to stop us, and no one is going to put it in to the Click. And he too sweets Triple H once again. And he goes to talk again, but Brian Pillman's music hits. Brian Pillman comes out with a microphone and he's laughing at it. And he goes, Sean, oh, Sean, oh, Sean, that's a funny story. Because the way I remember it, it was they got big money contracts and turned their back on us when we needed them the most. And I believe it was you who got scared to be buried by the big Hulk Hogan in the other company, so you didn't want to get knocked down the card like how you do everybody else in this company. You were afraid to have it happen to you somewhere else. And as for Hunter, he was a nobody trying to team up with somebodies and hopes to one day to become a somebody. And I'm actually shocked he is the Intercontinental Heavyweight Champion. But we all know, Sean, that you're a good ass kisser, so that might explain why your buddy here has the Intercontinental Championship. Triple H then takes the mic, and he looks furious, and he goes, Pillman, why don't you take your last name and go hang out with your friend Davey Boy Smith for a while? And the crowd goes, oh, because Davey Boy Smith failed the drug test, and Brian Pillman's name is Pillman, so, you know. And Pillman looks pissed, and he goes, oh, you got jokes, huh? Well, I'll tell you what. Why not tonight, right here, right now, you put that fancy little, shiny little title that you have on the line against me. And trust me, I'm not going to go down easy like Marlena or your friend Shawn Michaels when he talks to management. And he throws down the mic. And we go to that match right now. Triple H looks mad. Shawn Michaels is on the outside of the ring with this woman that they call Chyna. And we're going on to the next match. Semi got a 76. Not bad. Not good. And a decent match. Well, a decent reaction from the crowd. Triple H beats Brian Pillman in 13-13 with the pinfall, with the pedigree. During the match, Shauna comes in and attacks Brian Pillman from behind when Shawn Michaels is distracting the referee. Oh, they have good chemistry, which lifted the match. That is freaking awesome. That is awesome to know. Triple H has crowd momentum behind him, and he's getting better at his gimmick. As you know, I changed Triple H's gimmick to a degenerate now. He's not the fancy aristocrat. He is the chosen one gimmick, I guess you can say. But he beats Brian Pillman with a pedigree in 13-13. Match got a 76. It could have done better. It could have done better, especially with Triple H's 84. But Brian Pillman with a 69. All jokes aside, I really do not hope that Brian Pillman failed a drug test. Because we all know the history of a lot of guys in this era. Drug testing wasn't really a big thing, and so I'm probably going to start losing a lot of guys because I put drug tests on, which will help them in the long run because they go away for a little while to rehab, and then they come back, and hopefully they don't fail a drug test again. We're going to go on to the next segment. After the match, we see Goldust comes out, and he runs right into the ring. He looks pissed, and he just jumps on Triple H right after the match. Shawn Michaels is trying to pull him off. Chyna's trying to pull him off, and he's just waylaying on Triple H. Shawn Michaels, Chyna finally gets Goldust off of him and holds him as Shawn Michaels sweet chan musics him. And then they pick Triple H up, and Triple H picks Goldust up and pedigrees him in the middle of the ring, laying him out in the middle of the ring. As we know, Triple H attacked Marlena, but it seemed like Marlena was kind of happy to go with Triple H. So I'm a little bit confused with this. Hopefully we can get some more answers from Marlena in due time, but I was kind of confused. Goldust is not going to let Triple H get away from beating his woman, pedigreeing his woman. I shouldn't say beating his woman, but pedigreeing his woman after the match. So hopefully we can get some answers. Maybe Shotgun Saturday Night, we can get some answers for this. We're going to move on to the next segment. And it is, unfortunately, Owen Hart has to vacate the tag team titles. We come back from commercial break, and we see Phineas Godwin and Henry Godwin in the ring with Linda McMahon, and she has a mic in her hands, and she goes, as you all know, Davey Boy Smith is needing to take time to recover from some personal problems and a few injuries. Everyone here at the World Wrestling Federation wishes Davey Boy Smith the best on his recovery. But with that being said, Owen, I would ask you, please come down to the ring. Owen Hart's music hits. He heads to the ring, and he looks completely devastated. He gets in the ring, and they hand him a mic as he gets in the ring, and Linda says, Owen, I'm truly sorry for what has happened to you and forcing you to vacate the World Tag Team titles. But unfortunately, we don't live in a fairy tale land where some guy behind a computer just books everything and can make everything right. She goes, we don't live in that kind of world where everything is just perfect the way that it wants to be. So it comes with deep regret that I'm asking you to please hand me the World Tag Team titles as I reward them to the number one contenders, the Godwins. Owen Hart looks upset as he goes to speak, and he goes, Miss McMahon, it kills me that I have to hand these titles over to you. I pride myself on fair competition. I understand what you have to do, but I didn't lose these titles fair and square. And if it was up to me, I would face both these men in a handicap tag team match and defend these titles myself and win, just to show everybody that I'm the best wrestler in the world. In the world. Linda says, Owen, you're one of my favorite workers. Competitors, workers, entertainers, wrestlers, superstars, whatever you want to call yourself in this company. But the rules clearly state, as long as you don't have a tag team partner, you can't defend or compete for the World Tag Team titles. Because if you do it by yourself, they wouldn't be tag team titles. Now, if someone in the back is willing to come out here and defend the titles with you, then maybe I can do that, and we can have a tag team match, and the winners get the titles. If somebody from the back comes out, I would have no reason to not give you a shot at the titles. Owen then says, really? All I have to do is find a tag team partner and I can defend these titles. Linda says, yes, that is the rules set in place by the board of directors of the World Wrestling Federation. Owen then looks down as he knows that he really doesn't have a lot of friends here in the World Wrestling Federation. Then he looks down and he thinks for a minute and then he looks back up. And he turns and then looks up the ramp and he goes, I don't care who you are. I know I'm not the most likable guy on the roster, but if there's anybody in the back who wants to win these tag team titles with me, then please come out. A few minutes pass and they're all waiting in the ring. Linda McMahon looks at her watch and then she goes, I'm sorry, Owen, but I'm going to have to we don't have much time left. I'm going to have to give these titles to the Godwins. And Owen has both the titles on his shoulders, and he slips one of them off and hands the first title to Linda, and he goes to take the second one off. And all of a sudden, we start hearing some disco music playing, and it's, hey, 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 you know, and it's who's that dude, you know, and we look at the big screen, and Owen looks, and everybody in the ring looks at the jumbo screen right there, and we see this guy in tie-dye. You know, he has a bandana, he has some shades, some heart-shaped shades on. You know, he has tie-dye, and he's all in blue, and he goes, Owen, baby, I heard you were looking for a tag team partner. Well, look no further, buddy, because you found him, daddy-o. Oh, just let me make my way down to the ring, and we can start this thing. Lord have mercy. And Doolove makes his way to the ring, and Owen has a look on his face like, please let this be a dream. Please let this be a dream. Doolove walks down the ramp, you know, he's strutting, he does the little cross-arm leg thing that he does, you know, I don't know what that's called, and he does the cabbage patch on the way to the ring, and he does the little disco points, and he's dancing, you know, he's grooving, and Owen's just like, please God, please Lord, please let this be a joke, please let this be a joke. And then Doolove gets in the ring, and Linda looks at Owen, then she looks at Doolove and goes, so is he going to be your partner? And Owen goes to scream no. He looks like he's about to just shout no into the microphone, and Doolove snatches the microphone, and he goes, oh yeah, we're partners. Then he goes, all right then, ring the bell. And we start the match. And the ding ding ding, they ring the bell. This match is for the World Wrestling Federation World Tag Team titles. And the match got an 80. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I was supposed to go to this segment. This segment got an 83. I apologize. Okay. The match got a 79. I'm sorry, everybody. I messed up on my own stuff here. And Doolove and Owen Hart defeat the Godwins when Doolove pins Henry O'Goblin with a double arm DDT. Doolove and Owen Hart make defense number one. They win the World Wrestling Federation World Tag Team titles. Both of them with a 92. That's awesome ratings for these two. Phineas and Henry both. Phineas got a 46. Henry got a 44. They have great chemistry teaming together, which I knew this. This is why I chose to team them up. I ran a couple of house shows, and I teamed them up on a house show to see how they work together on a house show. To see how they wrestle and teamed with each other on a house show, because I kind of had a few ideas. But they have great chemistry teaming together. Doolove benefited from having an amazing form. Owen looked great out there. And the performance of Doolove really stood out. The crowd loved Doolove. After the match, Doolove is celebrating the ring. The referee hands the titles to Doolove and Owen. And Owen takes this title, and he just gets out of the ring, and he looks at Doolove, and he puts his head down, and he's shaking it, you know. And Doolove's just still in the ring dancing for the fans, and the fans just cheering for him and everything. And that ends the show, guys. Our popularity increased in 15 regions. We got an 80, which I think that is my cutoff mark. I have to make an 80 or higher to gain pop in America. I would have gained popularity in Canada, but I have limited TV viewers. I got to get a better TV deal in Canada and in the British regions for us to start. Right now, our pop is at a halt until we can get a better TV deal and it starts going up. That's something that they added in 2020 that I really don't care for. The show got an 80, which is, I believe, that might be our best show. I'm not 100% sure, but an awesome show. It got an 80. That was Monday Night Raw, guys. Don't forget about Shotgun Saturday Night. As we know, Rocky Maivia will be taking on Farouk in the main event on Shotgun Saturday Night. Also, hopefully we can get a few answers of what's going on with everything. Who is the mystery woman that they're calling China? Along with, I guess they're calling themselves The Click with Triple H and Shawn Michaels. Hopefully we can find out what happened to Percy Pringle, a.k.a. Paul Bearer. I'm sure this is not going to be the end of Jim Cornette and Dwayne Gill. I'm positive of that. The Rocky Maivia Farouk match this Saturday night on Shotgun Saturday Night. And that's it, guys. This has been DylanDaVillain. This is TEW 2020. This has been Monday Night Raw. A few shout-outs. I want to thank everybody who watches the videos of the TEW videos. And not only the TEW videos, but all the other videos that me and Scott post on the channel. I want to give a shout-out to my main man, John, for making these awesome thumbnails for the videos. I really cannot do this without you, man. I appreciate all the hard work that you're putting in into making these thumbnails. I know that you watched the series, and when I give you thumbnails like, hey, I need you to put Owen and Doolove together and make a thumbnail of that, and you question, you go, why? And I'm like, I can't tell you. I know it must drive you crazy. Hopefully you are enjoying the show, man. Thank you so much for making the thumbnails for me. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. You're awesome, man. You're awesome. I tell you 1,000 times, please go make a career out of that, dude. You are amazing at graphic design. Few other shout-outs. Thank you for the subscribes. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the comments on the video. BioCorps, I see you. I see you in the comments, man. I try to get back to everybody who leaves the comments as soon as I can. BioCorps, I seen you. I seen you down there with everything like that. Hope you're enjoying it. Hope everybody's enjoying the show. Hope you're enjoying the storylines that I'm coming up with a few of my co-writers. I'm not going to say their names, but Mr. Scary, thank you for the awesome storylines. And a few other people, thank y'all for the awesome storyline ideas that I am booking. Hopefully the viewers at home enjoyed the storylines also. This has been DylanDaVillain. See y'all on the next one. Don't forget to tune in to Shotgun Saturday Night Thursday. I'll be doing Monday Night Raw on Tuesdays and Shotgun Saturday Night on Thursdays, with the pay-per-view of every month being the last Saturday of the month in real life. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the episode. Until the next one, this has been DylanDaVillain. Peace out. Love y'all. Much respect. Love, peace, and chicken grease. See y'all later.